As Pakistan observes its Independence Day, it remains on edge to say the least. From escalating violence in Balochistan to the raging protests and anger in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, the Asim Munir-led hybrid establishment is struggling to rein in that chaos. And in yet another blow for him, a veteran politician in Pakistan has lashed out at the army's nefarious role, addressing a gathering in Islamabad. Jamaat Ulema-e-Islam chief Maulana Fazlur Rehman asked the army officials to rinse their mouths as they reek of alcohol. Now, this was more than just a literal reference. It's a lot more than those words. It was basically a dig at the Pakistan army being drunk on power. Incidentally, this criticism comes from a senior cleric for an army chief who has memorized the entire Holy Quran by heart. Listen in to what this leader had to say.
अपना मुंह की कुल्ली करके मेरे अकाबिर का नाम लेना। शराब से बदबूदार तुम्हारा मुंह मेरे अकाबिर के खिलाफ ज़बान खोलता है। शर्म नहीं आती तुम लोगों को? मजाक समझ रखा है? याद रखो, ये जो हम बैठे हैं, ये उन अकाबिर और असलाफ के वारिस हैं। ये उन मिशन के वारिस हैं जिन्होंने अगर अंग्रेज के सामने सर नहीं झुकाया तो अंग्रेज के पॉलिसियों के सामने भी हम सब झुकाने के लिए तैयार हैं।
And while that statement came from a senior member of parliament, the ruling dispensation is also facing a formidable challenge from former Prime Minister Imran Khan, who has been in jail since his arrest on the 5th of August 2023, remember. Let's just play out these visuals for you right now. Carrying national as well as party flags, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf workers took to the streets to demand the release of Imran Khan as well as in protest against the rising corruption. Now, this comes after a delegation led by Sohail Afridi, the Chief Minister of Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, was denied permission to meet the PTI founder in jail. Now, these protests are also a larger manifestation of the legitimacy of the Shehbaz Sharif-led government and the questions that have been raised over it. The PTI, remember, has openly blamed the Munir-led military of rigging the 2024 general election in favor of the PMLN, allegedly. For example, PTI's candidates were barred from contesting on the party's name and symbol, remember. Despite this, PTI-linked independents emerged as the single largest group with 93 seats. However, PTI believes that its real seat tally as per the form was 180, whereas the ruling PMLN won only 17 seats in reality. The PTI is now planning to take its protest to the next level in protest against the ill treatment meted out to Imran Khan as well as his wife, Bushra Bibi. In fact, the Chief Minister has announced that he, along with 2 million people, would be marching towards Islamabad on the 27th of September. So that's what lies ahead. And also the extent to which Pakistan's ruling class has basically been divorced from reality is quite evident when you look at Balochistan. Pakistan has lost control of 85% of this strategic province, as per human rights activist Mir Baloch. Remember, he claims to represent what's being called the Republic of Balochistan. And he has declared the province's secession from Pakistan, in fact, and observed Balochistan's Independence Day on the 11th of August. And even as Munir's forces are basically unable to control and contain the growing attacks by the Baloch Liberation Army, they are also focusing on suppressing the voice of the civilians. On one hand, prominent human rights activists like Mehrang Baloch have been jailed. On the other hand, Pakistan bombed its own backyard of Balochistan 2 days earlier. Now, for all that grand rhetoric when it comes to Kashmir, The people of POK, remember, are also up in rebellion for the longest time against Pakistan. What started off basically as a protest by the civil society group Joint Awami Action Committee, JAAC, has transformed into a massive public movement against the treatment meted out by Islamabad. Instead of negotiations, though, Asim Munir has opted for the use of brute force against peaceful protests, rejecting the so-called rigged assembly elections. And the JAC made a big announcement, akin to a call for civil disobedience. They announced basically that people of POK will not pay any utility bills or taxes. Listen to this.
जम्मू कश्मीर जॉइंट अवामी एक्शन कमेटी ने फैसला किया है कि माह अगस्त से तमाम तारबिलात, बिजली, पानी, गैस वगैरह और इनकम टैक्स का बाइकाट का ऐलान किया जाता है। तमाम ताजर बरादरी से अपील है कि वो रुआ साल इनकम टैक्स की रिटर्न न जमा करवाएं।
Subsequently, civilians took to the streets in protest. Have a look now at these visuals. Women, children marched towards POK's Bukhara region. Similar scenes were also seen in the illegally occupied Indian territories, Mandhol area. People of POK are standing up, taking to the streets, fighting for their rights, for their dignity, also for a better future for their generations to come. Now, in a virtual call for independence, POK protesters also asked the Pakistan army to vacate their territory. Listen to this.
मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ पाकिस्तान के हुक्मरानों से, पाकिस्तान के बदमाश जर्नैलों से पूछना चाहता हूँ कि 8 तालियां हो गई हैं, 8 तालियां तुमने जम्मू कश्मीर से अपनी अफवाज निकालनी थी। कश्मीर के आवाम वो टाइम फ्रेम मांगते हैं, अफवाज कब निकालोगे? टाइम फ्रेम दो कश्मीर में से।
Let's also tell you how India has highlighted the atrocities perpetrated by this hybrid regime.
Issue that should concern the international community are the atrocities currently being perpetrated in the illegal Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and the use of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir for cross-border terrorism.
The thing is, despite the projection of Munir as a powerful military leader, the security situation within reflects a rather sorry image. According to the South Asia Terrorism Portal, Pakistan has witnessed over 850 incidents of killing in 2026 so far. Barring last year, that's the highest figure since 2015. 575 civilians, over 870 security personnel have lost their lives. Gripped by such grave internal challenges that are only mounting, also the economic situation, Pakistan continues to deflect attention, or at least tries to, by blaming India for its own troubles. For example, Shehbaz Sharif cried foul over India putting the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance and warned that every single drop of water is Pakistan's red line. Remember, India's stance remains clear. Even as India has also been a proponent of peace, of course, Prime Minister Modi has made it clear multiple times, in fact, that blood and water cannot flow together. Meanwhile, in the days leading up to its Independence Day, Pakistan named its first lunar rover after its founding father, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who was instrumental for partition. Ironically, nearly 8 decades later, Pakistan finding itself staring at what seems to be a new partition.